rejection, got a lot of rejections. Then finally, I think in 2024, I landed an agent with, honestly, the top Christian agency in the business. I got a dream agent, and I had the 2 manuscripts at that point. So she pitched the first one to publishing houses, to acquisitions editors, and I got no's from everybody on it. A lot of it was, your topic is too controversial. The first one that I wrote was had abortion theme in it, and it had an interracial couple in it, and they did not want to touch it. I had one editor tell me, if you change your male character to white, you can send me a proposal. And I was just like, no, I'm not going to be part of the problem. I'm going to be part of the solution, and that's just wrong. So I got a lot of that, and so God just puts me in these situations where I go against the flow, and that's just been my life, go against the flow. And so I wrote the second book. She pitched that one, and nobody except one publishing house was interested in it, and they were going to take it to their acquisitions board. And then when they talked with someone else about it, they finally came back and said, we've just decided that it has too many hard topics. And they didn't want to touch it. And so at that point, it's a hard decision, because there's a lot of writers out there who work for years and they want an agent. And they never get an agent, because it's really hard to get an agent in this business, especially a good agent at a reputable agency. And I had that, and you get that and you think, I've made it, I'm gonna get with the big houses, But then when both of them were denied, I had a decision to make. Either I'm going to write another book and another book and another book and have them try to pitch those until the right book hits the right person, it fits the hole they have that they want to fill, or I part ways with my agent and I go pitch to a smaller house, or I self-publish. Those were the options. I didn't want to self-publish to start out with. I don't know, I just felt like I needed some backing to start. So I parted ways with my agent. At her blessing, she agreed with me. She said, your books are good enough to get published. They need to get published. You should do this. Go out on your own. So I went on inactive with her, and I pitched to a smaller house right away, and immediately got a 3-book contract with the smaller publishing house. So that's where I am now. I have the 3 books with Scrivenings Press, which is a small house, and then we'll see after that whether I pitch the next series to them, or if I decide to self-publish them, maybe I will. But it takes a lot, I think, to self-publish. You have to pay somebody to create your cover. You have to pay a content editor, a line editor. It's several $1,000s that you have to fork out to self-publish a book and make it good. So I want to get paid instead of paying to get published. So that's why I wanted to go, because my small publisher, I didn't have to pay for my book cover. I didn't have to pay for my editing, and all of that. So that's why I went that route to begin with. So does that answer